What's up everyone and welcome to you on the Moonshots YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very well. As always, welcome to you all on the live stream. I'm just going to send some message to say that we are live. So yeah, we're going to update Bitcoin as always. I mean, most of the time on the YouTube channel, you know it. We're going to see the different ways, see the possible scenarios, see how it played in the last update, because we planned some nice stuff here. We're going to see this. So I'm live, perfect, on Discord. If you want to join, by the way, the Discord server, feel free, everything is in the description, so feel free to join if you want to. And I'm going to say that also on Twitter. Perfect, here you go. So yeah, I'm going to say that the sound is also okay. Normally it will be, yes it is. Perfect. So yeah, as always, if you have some questions during the live stream, I'm going to do also a question and answer. So we have some questions, really do not hesitate, it's extremely important. Just checking some few stuff before to start this. But first of all, I'm going to explain you my plan, okay, the different ways we have here at the moment, and then I'm going to do some questions as well. So if you write some questions now, I'm going of course to answer your question then after I explain my plan and everything here. So let's start with this. So first of all, I'm going to show you the wave. We've seen here some different scenarios in the last update. I'm going to show you how we have been training this, and of course how and what you can expect next. Of course, this is the most important, clearly. So this is one of the possible ways we planned in the last update. Let me just show that. For example, this was the one we planned maybe a bit later in the move here with you on the YouTube channel if I'm mistaken, but we planned some different targets all the way down, so to speak. We planned all of this, normally all of these targets right here. Yeah, so first level here, second one, and third one. So the three main target to look for a long, and if you have to go more down, we just have to look towards the next one simply. So here we got a nice rise of the daily, the last support clearly before to take the little minimum, and normally you to really go more down, and this to go minimum to the daily normally. So this was really the last chance to look for a long, and we got a nice rise next, as you can see here, to the top of the channel. By the way, normally also, so we was also talking about the channel normally in the last update. So really well respected levels. And again, for example, on a low time frame here, the first level here, what we have done here, we just flip it down into resistance. So is it a long? No. Okay, when we flip the support into resistance, it's a resistance, so no long to take. Then next level, boom, another good rise here, so a possible long to take again. And again, the last level, boom, another rise on every single levels except the weekly here, but flip to resistance, we got a possible long to take. So really cool. And the last one gave you clearly the big rise we have done here. So with the top, yeah, nice 10% rise on the biggest cryptocurrency. So pretty cool, to be honest. So now we have an important, extremely important zone to be aware of a bit below us. Okay, what is this zone? Just simply all of this clearly. Okay, all of this rectangle, I mean the square you can see here. Okay, you have, so this is really a big zone. Why? Because we have, for example, here a resistance. Then what we do here, we just flip it to support again, get acceptance below, flip it to resistance again here to break this quick move to the upside. Really quick move, so that's really nice. This is really well respected, because when you have to break the support like this or resistance, we do a really quick move to the upside or a quick move to the downside, such as this when we lost again this support zone when it goes high, of course. Then when we extract again of that, we just do a big green color here to just break this again, and again, boom, flip to support. So this is really a big zone here we have to be aware of Bitcoin. Okay, this is more with the market structure or stuff like this. Now with the wave count, okay, so I'm just gonna go here on the Coinbase one. So yeah, we have a lot of different possibilities. I say with the AP, it was maybe 2 days ago, something like this. This full range here, when we was around there, okay, so into the move to the downside here, this, I mean, really, I'm not gonna lie, I'm trading and using Elliott waves for now 5 years, and in 5 years, I had never seen something that complex before. So why this is complex? Because it gives an amount of possibilities. This is pretty crazy. So that's why here, I'm going to explain you why I showed you the top here. I did a live session yesterday on Discord. You have now this with VIP. I mean, it was not with VIP, it was on another Discord server, because I will also share a bit my knowledge on some other Discord server. But we have planned, for example, a possible show on the very top here. If you feel that show here a bit later in the move, because time to end the live session, everything. I feel this a bit later in the move, but still that gives us a very nice move to the downside after we planned this nice possible stuff. So of course, plan a possible wave 3 to the downside here, but in that case, we really had to get acceptance with the 5 waves below, I mean before here, because that was, for example, here a possible wave 1, a wave 2, then a wave 3 here to the downside. The possible wave 3 don't have at all, but like at all a 5 waves for me. So that's why I was like, if we do a 5 waves here, a bigger one to the downside, I'm like, what the fuck, this is, I never seen this before. That's why I was not really looking for the, and mainly for the impulse to the downside personally, because of some invalidations we had with a smaller wave count. So that was another possible scenario. Was also looking for a possible, you know, triple wave here, so bigger W, X, and X here, and then a Y to the downside here. Depending, so that's why you have to play with different scenarios. And for example, here in this move to the downside, what I know that a lot of Elliott wave analysts was with a 5 waves done directly to on the bottom here. Personally, I was looking for a 5 waves, another push to the downside if we had to do 5 waves, otherwise an ABC. And so in that case, in any case, this was a long to take, because we play with the different scenarios. Okay, and this was on the daily. You know, we play here in the last update, so on the Bybit price. Yep, so right here, this was on the last daily here. Okay. But that's why you have to play with different scenarios. You have to find your confluence, your resistance, your support. And once you have done this, you have to trade the reactions of the support, by the way, or resistance. By the way, for this, we have now, so if you want to become a VIP, you're going to get 3 free Exocharts months. 3 free Exocharts bonds. This is absolutely insane. So if you want to join, really feel free. There are only 50 codes, so we are already a bit more than 30 in the group with VIPs. So only 20 codes left, and we're going to get this on the September 9, 10, something like this. Okay. So if you want to join, feel free. You have the website link right below in the description, so you can get 3 Exocharts bonds just for new viewers or whatever. If you don't know Exocharts, this is okay, this is just a software clearly you can use to read the data behind the market, to make decisions if you have to take a long or not, for example, if you have to take a short or not because of the data. And this is also, for example, you have also a tier template like this where you can get some trend reversal accounts like this, where with all of this data you can determine if you have to take a long or not. This is how personally shorted the top right here. Okay, just to explain you a bit, because we got some trapped longs here. Okay, that brings us with absorption on the highs. We can see this a bit better on the order flow. Okay, so for example, if you go on the 5 minute here, what do we have? Maybe more the 1 minute, by the way. It's a bit better. I'm really trading the 1 minute when I enter on the market, because this is where you can really see what happened on low time frames. For example, here, as you can see on the very top, we got all of these new longs coming here. You have the net longs here increasing. A big increase of the open interest here with a positive delta and a high volume. These are new longs opening here on the very top of the very top of the very top of the move here. Okay, really the top of the top. So once you have done this, you're going to trap these longs. Okay, so to just reverse the price. Okay, or you're going to come back next to just go on the entry where are the longs here, and so they can close their longs without any loss. And once they have done this, we just reverse the price with new shorts opening. That was the plan yesterday. If we have to go there, we just push higher. Otherwise, we're looking for a short here, only if we have the new shorts coming here. Do we have the new shorts here opening? As you can see here, when we are moving down, we have the net shorts increasing, so new shorts plus an increasing of the open interest here. That was the shorts opening here, and so this was a short to take on the very high, but a really good data here on the very top to open a short. And it was very nice. So this is how, for example, you can analyze data with Exocharts. So if you want to get 3 months for free, you just have to go and join us with the VIP upgrade. Okay, but anyway, let's continue. I'm just going to go check really quickly what's happening here. We're coming on the VWAP. Okay, a lot of longs here, no absorption. Bit of weakness now. Okay, depending what open next clearly. But yeah, so to come back on the waves here, on the waves. So this, for example, so the main, first of all, okay, first of all, what do we have to see? We have to see the bigger time, the medium time frame here, to see the different possibilities here we can do. Okay, first of all, we can be in a WXY like this, so a correction here to go more down next. If we have to go more down from here, we're looking for a 5 ways impulsive, so to speak. I'm going to draw it out if I can with the right stuff. Perfect. So maybe directly I'm going to show why, and I'm going to show why and why I showed you the top. This is the reason why. With a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 normally to minimum take the low here. Okay, this is in that case what we want to see to confirm the Z wave done here on the top, or a bit later. Okay, maybe after this wave 5. If we have to drop, we want to see a 5 ways impulsive to the downside. So in the smaller wave in the wave 1 here, the smaller wave is an impulsive also, a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or a wedge to the downside. That is a leading, so I'm not really good to draw that to the downside. Let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, a wedge to the downside here, not the best draw, but I'm going to draw that like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A wedge to the downside like this. We want to see this in the wave 1, or an impulsive, so this, okay, in the wave 1, to confirm this the wave top and to get another move to the downside, a big move to the downside. Like this is what we want to see. Now, this is one of the possible bigger time frame counts. If we're not in this configuration, we just have to look for the next one. So I don't know, by the way, why. Okay. Yeah, this is the other possible scenario. That is an impulsive wave to the upside, and just an impulsive here to the upside. So in that case, this is bullish. Okay. So just to give you an idea of the price we can reach at the end, we should reach normally at least 33 normally thousand. It's a bit higher now. I didn't do the full wave on this template, on this chart, but anyway, we should reach normally at least 30,000, okay, on Bitcoin. So are we going to confirm this or not? That's why you have to play with the different scenarios. You have to plan your target, you have to plan your resistance, you have to plan your support, and then the only thing you have to do is just to follow a bit the waves. And if we're in a place where, for example, it will match with some different scenarios, such as this, for example, the one I show you before here. The one right here, the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The problem is when you have a wave 1, 2, and 3 to the downside, it can be also an A, B, C, because the small waves are exactly the same. So in that case, you place along here because you don't know if you're going to do wave 4 and 5, or if you're next going to do a big rise to the upside. And so here, for example, we did the big rise to the upside because that was just an ABC zigzag to the downside. So boom, you play with different scenarios. And even here, for example, if you will take a long and we will still go more down, this is not a problem. You still make money all the way up here and you just have to take profit, set a stop loss entry, and you go, the trade is safe. Okay, refunded your fees, you made money in addition to that. So in any case, this is still a winning trade. Here it's exactly the same. Okay. By the way, why I don't have the other wave here anyway, that's not a problem, but that would be nice. So yeah, here wave 1, wave 2 in that case. I mean, this is a first wave 1, this is a wave 2, then we'll have another wave 1 here, then we'll have another wave 2, then we'll have another wave 1 and another wave 2 here to the downside. So the wave 2 will place it more, it's possible still to be in a leading next, for example, you know, like wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the wedge, not to finish, you know, the bearish stuff right here, but to be in a leading that will get a smaller wave of an ending. So again, this is a very, very, very rare case we have. So do we really think about this? So in that case, I will make a wave 1 and a wave 2 here to then get a big rise. But again, do we think about the less and less and less probable stuff? So very rare case. We think about them, but we not really trade them until we see the move and we see like this is the real move. Okay, we keep this in mind, but we do not play directly with this one. Okay, these are not the highest entire priorities. So that's why here I will place more the wave 2 here with a triple wave truncated. Okay, so a W, X, and Y with the A, B, C zigzag, you know, to the downside here, the one right here, the yellow waves, you know, A here, B, and C to the downside here. I will place more, so a double XY truncated if we're in this configuration, of course, where we are just going to explode everything next. In that case, what is the move here to the upside? It is simply another wave 1, right here, another wave 1, another wave 2, and then we're going to just literally explode everything, okay? So I'm really going to show how I'm going to approach that everything to play with different scenarios. I'm going to give you some resistance, some support, everything. But I just want to show you all the scenarios for now. So wave 1, 2, as always, wave 2 have more chance, 73% chance to retrace between the 50 and the 618. Okay, so right here, so to speak, where we are at the moment. Okay, we'll have 73% chance to stop here. Of course, we can stop before. Of course, we can stop lower. Everything is possible. It's just inter probabilities. We have more chance to stop between these two targets. Okay, so if, for example, let's say for now we have done the bottom, just to give you an idea of the price we can reach at the moment. If we just rocket from here, for example, right here, we should reach normally at least with a wave 3 27,000, then to do a 30-point retracement, so the 120 extension of the wave 3. If we start on the 161 here, the blue line you can see here of the wave 3, and then we should go to the 120 extension of the wave 5, so to reach normally 28,100. Okay, with this 5 waves minimum normally if we do not do some impulsive, because of course this is the wave 3. Most commentary is the blue line here, but of course this is the next target. This is the next target. Just inter probability, sorry, we have more chance to stop here. Okay. So it really depends also on the small wave count, everything. If we start to keep rotating, keep rotating higher and higher and higher, just have to look for the next targets of the wave 3. So 1618 first target, then we'll have the 120, the 200% here, then we'll have the 261 points, then we'll have the 361 point right here, the pink fib, and then we'll have the 23.6 last target. And if we push higher, this is just an extension in that case to find the waves and to find the target. We'll have to look at the smaller wave inside this move. Okay. Yep. So yeah, this is just to give you an idea of what we can reach here clearly. But this is a possible scenario. Are we going to do this or not? That's why I feel my short here, because I play with the different scenarios. Okay, so here I'm going to hide this. So this is a first possibility here. This was a threat. Normally we plan on, by the way, that threat here in the last update. Why I show it here? Because the plan was, first of all, even if we're in the super bullish, you know, or in the XYXNZ here to the upside, we have to look for a short as soon as we take the high here. Okay, because we have also this possible XYXNZ to the upside. We have the both scenario, super bullish or still bearish, where we should normally take the high minimum. So take the high minimum, take the high. We have to look for a short, and I showed you before with the order flow. So this, we got some nice data to short on the very top. So this was a short to take. Okay, now the other target, if we have to push higher than we just take the high, so swing 30 pound at the top, we just have to look for the 120 extension of the Z wave right here. So to speak, the red fib you can see here. Okay, the red line. This is a 120 extension, so the first target really, because the 618 is the real first target. Okay, right here, 618. But again, the 618 is below the Y leg, so do we really think about a truncated Z wave? Again, it's less likely to do that. So not really. That's why the second target, if we can say that, is a 120 extension. Should we push higher on this, we still have to be aware of the 123, 1618 of this Z wave. But again, it's less probable. Why? Because the bigger time frame count is like this. We have normally a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. Can a wave 4 break the wave on top? No. So that's why do we think about the 123 here, 1618? No. Or again, it can be an ending with a small wave of leading, but again, it's a very, very, very rare case. So do we think about this? Yes, because these are important highs we are going to make, but this is not the main stuff we have to be aware of. Okay. What will be the pattern really if we start to break the wave on top and, for example, just do this, go to 123 and then retrace? It will be simply an ending, okay, with a small wave of a leading. So I'm just going to do the leading here. So I'm just going to do it a bit better so you can fully understand what I mean here. Like this. So let's take this one as a leading. Perfect. And let's take this one as an ending. Oops, let me set this one. Ending, perfect, and yes, perfect. So a leading appear in a wave 1 of an impulsive or in an A wave of an ABC zigzag. Okay, just to show you, you have two ABC possible. You have an A, B, C zigzag where you're going to get a 5 ways. Okay, so a leading like this, or a 5 ways impulsive. Then you're going to get a correction, triangle, whatever you want inside, clearly flat, also ABC. And in the C, you're going to get a 5 ways like this, impulsive or an ending. Okay, we're going to see the difference between both. So you have first the ABC, you have the ABC zigzag and then you have the ABC flat. So ABC flat can retrace 90%, so not take the low, but this is not the most common one. The most common one is to just take the low, go to the 123, sometimes 113, this is a stock market retracement, and sometimes when the market is really terrible, we do 105, so to speak, we just take the low a bit and then push higher. Normally we should go a bit more down and then do a C wave like this to the upside. So first wave is here a correction, then we have a correction, then we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside. So that's why here we cannot get the 5 waves in the A wave of the flat, only the ABC zigzag. Okay, just want to make sure you understand everything. So in that case, a leading, what are the smaller waves? The small waves are a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, you can get a leading because this is a wave 1. Okay, then you have a correction, then you have an impulsive again, only impulsive here, then you have a correction, then you have an impulsive or an ending because an ending appears also in a wave 5. This is a leading. Okay, then the ending here is an ABC zigzag, another correction, whatever you want. Normally double XY or ABC zigzags, there are no any triangles, whatever, something like this, like double XYZ, why not? We can get also ABC flat, not really, this is not common at all, but normally we should get ABC zigzag everywhere. So that's why here the thing that is a bit like an ABC zigzag is a double XY. So that's why here most of the time the wave 2 and 4, the corrections are an ABC zigzag or a double XY. So double XY is a bit more complex, but anyway. Wave 1, 3, and 5 we have an ABC zigzag, so only correction to speak everywhere, except in the wave 2 and 4 we can get something else than the ABC zigzag. In very, very rare case, a leading is going to get the same waves, same small wave than an ending. But again, it's a very, very, very rare case. Okay, and same an ending in very rare case can get the same small wave than a leading. Okay, such as, by the way, what we got if you was following my videos, what you got in the first move to the downside here, you got a leading with a small wave of an ending, and same also here, you got an ending in this ABC flat right here, an ending with a small wave of a leading. We do some these days, but normally this is not something we do a lot on the market. Really, this is very rare. So that's why here it's a bit more possible because we have done also some on a smaller time frame. But again, normally this is not the more likely. But just to come back here, why this will make sense though to get a possible stop of the right 23.61 point here? It's simply because that will be an expanding ending. So normally, you know, a wedge to the upside, just a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. We do bigger wave and we go to smaller wave like this. Sorry if you hear some noise, my cats are playing at the moment. Sorry about that. And when you do an expanding ending, you do some smaller wave and you expand the move and you go to bigger wave like this. So not really a good draw, but anyway, you understood, you do some bigger wave like this. Of course, you cannot break the wave to bottom still, but you expand the move, you restart with small wave and you just expand the wave next, okay? And again, this kind of patterns is not the most common again on the market, is not common at all to get on the market. So do we have to think really about something less and less and less common? We keep it in mind, but is it the most probable and the one that is going to play out the more likely? No. Okay, so that's why we still have to be aware of the 123 and 61 point here, but really, really less likely, okay, to play out. So anyway, just want to make sure that you understand everything, just want to show everything clearly, so you can be aware of that. Yeah, now on a smaller time frame with this WXY and Z, why I showed it the top here, it's simply because the top can be done already. Okay, depending on which support we hold here, which support, which resistance we reject, or which resistance we claim here, all the stuff like this. Why this can be done? Simply because if you're good, you know, with a bullish scenario here, I show you, I will place more the wave 2 here with a truncated triple wave inside the wave 2. So speak triple wave like this, truncated wave W, okay, X and Y here. Why it will be truncated? Because it makes more sense with the count, first of all, because here I have a correction, so it doesn't make sense for you to get a wave 1, 2, for example, and then another wave 1, 2 extra. So more truncated here. I lost myself with the beginning of the thing anyway. But yeah, next in that case, we can get a possible 5 ways already. Wait, I'm gonna drink a bit. Oh. Yeah, sorry. So the wave 2 can be placed here, okay, because we'll have a possible truncated triple wave here, so double XY to the downside. This is why, if we have a 5 ways to the upside here, this can be a 5 ways or an ABC zigzag. Both count are valid, to be honest with you, here to the upside. Really complex also, that one to the upside here. I'm not going to lie, this one is really hard to find. Possible ABC zigzag, so the wave 3, you know, of this wedge, or of this ending here, or a 5 ways. So if we have a 5 ways here to the upside, I'm going to take that one, okay, to remove the stuff we was looking for in the last update. So right here. So in that case, we can place the B wave here, okay, and I'm going to remove all the wave 1, 2, 1, 2 here, so we can see a bit better. Wave 4 next, right here. Yes, now we don't care anymore. Perfect. So this we don't care anymore too. So A, B. And here, if we have a 5 ways, we can be done with a Z wave in that case, because always an ABC zigzag is 5 ways, correction, 5 ways. So that's why there is also this possible scenario where we can be done with the top. I'm saying that we are done and we're going to drop from here to 0, for example. But this is a possible wave count. That's why we play with the different scenarios, such as the bottom here. This was in any case a long to take, because that could be a wave 4 and 5. Or that could be a C bottom of this A, B, C to the downside to get a big rise next. Okay, so a correction ready to push higher. And so in any case, the bottom here, so this bottom here is the bottom right here, was a long to take because we play with the different scenarios. Exactly the same here. We can absolutely rocket from here. We can absolutely just do a last push to the upside. I'm going to remove that, by the way, to the 1-to-1 extension here of the Z wave. Or we can be done with the top. These are at the moment my main scenarios. Okay. Yeah, these are all the, I mean, the 3 main scenario I'm at the moment looking for, okay, and looking at more and more. There is another possible one here where we will be still in the ABC here, so let me just find that. I'm going to remove that. This, not this one, really. I'm going to take this one, where we will still be in the B wave and catch this right here. I'm going to also remove these waves. Perfect. So we will still be in the B wave. And why and how can we be still in the B wave? And simply because here we can get an ABC flat, a possible one. This is not, again, the more likely stuff, but this is something possible, to be honest with you. And again, a B wave here or a wave 2. Okay, they really depend, because this is an A, B, C after that, or a wave 1, 2, and so we can also still be in the wave 2 with a big ABC flat here. Okay, something possible. I'm just going to take the double XY because I'm not super bullish, not super bearish. I just prefer that one, to be honest with you, at the moment. But if we have to change something else to something super bullish, I don't care. I'm long from the low, so absolutely fine. But yeah, here in that case, it will be an A. Okay, so from the top right here, let's go with small ones. An A here, okay, a B and a C here to the downside, with, in that case, a flat right here in the B or in the wave 2. Okay, as you understood. I'm going to add you the waves here so you can see this a bit better. Gonna go on the 1 hour time frame here. Perfect. Here we go. Now, does the B wave retrace really the good target? Yes. Okay, you don't have to place. So the top is not here, because if you have a W, I mean, you have first of all then here an A, B, C flat. That brings us with a W, X, Y, X, and Z. Okay, so the real top is here, not here. So that's why if you place, for example, your fib, oops, not the right one. If you place, for example, your fib a bit high here on the very top of the top, the target will not be respected here. Now, if you place it here, you can see we perfectly rejected the 123 right here. So that's why we have also to think about this possible one. That is, so A, B, C flat. So in that case, you have to add your targets right here from the A wave root to the A wave bottom to the B top right here. Okay, and so just add your C target. So first target where we bounce it off at the moment, 618. Okay, right here, that is the first one. Going to add your buy zone. That is the first one. That is the 121 extension next to the second one. That is the third one right here. And that is the last one, 1618. 618 here, 100% here, 123, and then we'll have the 1618. Should we go more down here and take, for example, touch the gray line here, normally you can see that this is an invalidation of the flat because the flat cannot go and break the 161 point here. This is a 200% here, this is the invalidation of the pattern, okay? So this is a possible way also to be aware of. Now I'm just going to play with the different scenarios. I'm just going to play with the support and resistance we are going to plan now, okay? So to speak, now if we push higher, okay, we can still look for a retracement here. We're going to see a smaller wave, the smaller time frame targets here. If there are no, because I'm really, you know, at the moment playing with all of these scenarios, I'm really trading the reactions based on the levels. Okay, so I'm going to plan the levels with you to the upside here. The only thing I have to do next is just to trade the reactions of these levels. For example, okay, just to show you a bit again, right here, the one we plan here, you know, to the downside, we plan first of all here a weekly to look for a possible long, then the daily, then the other daily here. The first level, what we have done here, we just flip it down to resistance. As you can see here, we just went below, got a flip to resistance here, and then got a move to the downside to the next level. It's exactly the same here. For example, if we plan some resistance, like take the case that we have a daily here, okay, there is no daily here, or maybe, by the way, I don't know, I have to check this with you. But if we, for example, push higher and higher and just do this, flip it to support and get acceptance, so new longs opening here, we really have a big strength to the upside here. Is it too short to take? No. Okay, so that's why it's all about and based on the level reactions, level reaction. So here, of course, to the downside, so we have this big SR zone, okay, support resistance zone here, resistance, support, full resistance for a week. I don't remember exactly. We spent, yeah, a week normally, yeah, 7 days, so a week here. Then quick move to just break this, quick move again to reclaim this, and then again, boom, get above with a quick move to the upside, flip it to support and get acceptance to push high. So this is a really big zone here we have to be aware of. Should we break this normally, we should do again a big move to the downside to break this, like this one. I mean, like this one for up, this one for a move down, okay, or a quick move like this to just break this and get acceptance below. The weekly here, let me just check that really quickly. How is the weekly? Yeah, this is still level to be aware of at the moment because the weekly candle is not closed yet. So weekly is still something, so to speak. We'll have a bit of a zone of support at the moment here, I mean below here. Then the daily is normally not good anymore here, that one, let me check that. Yeah, daily already hit, so the best to do is just to refresh that level and to place it here, okay? We can still get some reactions of the daily, for example here, that daily here. Maybe it was not that one, let me check that. Yeah, for example, yesterday it was a bit, it was a support clearly, okay, boom, get acceptance below a bit, reclaim, flip it to support and get acceptance to push high into the middle, by the way, of the channel, so super well respected too, by the way. This is still, for example, as you can see here, a level we have to be aware of. Why? Because if we start to reclaim that and get acceptance above this and flip it to support, this is just really good to push higher. Now, for now, what we're doing is just a flip to resistance. I mean, a possible flip to resistance. It depends on the data we have here. If we start to get something bearish, for example, on the order flow, for example, absorption, just a weakness before what we didn't got really, or just a tons of shorts opening here while moving down and really here we get acceptance to go more down, we are just going to reject. For now, we don't have any absorption here on the tide because absorption is when you have some market orders coming here, so new longs opening here to the upside to push higher the price clearly, but you have some limited order shorts absorbing the price, absorbing the market order longs, okay? Here, do we have this? We have, of course, some few long. I'm just going to refresh this so we can get a better table below here, not bigger one. We have some few longs here coming in, but nothing crazy. These are more shorts. For now, it's not really bearish, to be honest with you. The only thing I mean, to class this as bearish is really if we start to get some new shorts next opening, so to speak. So if you want to get some new shorts, let's go 1 2 3, let's just go on the top right here, if we can go there. So the only thing you need here, for example, to give you a nice example here, is moving down with an increasing of the open interest as the net shorts increasing. If we have this, we're more likely going to reject the resistance here. For now, there are nothing really opening, so now we have maybe some few shorts coming in here, as you can see. So net shorts increasing, a bit of an increase of the open interest. If we have some new shorts again coming here, we are going to reject that, okay? It really depends on what open next year to make a decision next, okay? So, by the way, maybe you have some other stuff right there. Let me just check that. Do we have some big medians here or not at all? Nothing crazy at the moment. Yeah, so all depends here if we start to reclaim this or not, okay? But yeah, this is still a level to be aware of. You can still flip that to resistance, get acceptance above, and if we get acceptance above, the best to look for a long is just to flip this to support, okay? So now if we push high, so I'm going to go on the VIP plan here, okay, on the lower time frame, okay, just to show you a bit all the support and resistance we plan here. These are all the levels you have to be aware of, okay? All the levels you have to be aware of. The big support resistance zone here, okay, the big support SR flip here. You have the daily still on the chart right here, as you can see here, so a bit less with a low opacity here because it's already a tap level. Now this is still an important one as this is a support resistance flip at the moment, so push higher or get acceptance below, okay? If we reclaim, normally we should flip this to support, except we have really a big stretch to push higher. If we push higher than this, we have of course still the middle of the channel right here, you can see, so we have this channel from the top to the bottom right here, so to speak, the bottom right there, the wick. That gives us the middle of the channel. So if you pull a flip, for example, this is a 50% retracement, that gives us some really nice targets, okay? Why? Because, for example, here we got a rejection, 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 here we got a rejection. So again, important zone where we can look for a possible trade, okay? If now we start get acceptance above, flip it to support, get acceptance to push high, we can just, for example, swing 3 pound this high right here, okay, into the naked session path control. It can make sense to get a bit of a rejection here. Now, of course, all depends on the wave count before. If you have an impulsive here to the upside, in that case, we're going to look, you know, for the possible one. I'm just going to pull this inside right there. Okay, I'm just going to take the other one right here. Wait, this one. All depends on the wave, because for example here now, if we're in the wave 5, we have to get a 5 waves, a correction of 5 waves to speak, an ABC zigzag. So A wave, B retracement, and then a C wave. Okay, such as this one, A, B, C. So 5 waves, correction, 5 waves here. And if we only have an impulsive, in that case, we're just going to rocket from here because we're in the super bullish scenario. Okay, so really all depends on the context also while approaching the level. As always, if you want to get more details on this, you have everything here. I mean, you have the Moonshots website clearly. You have a course on everything. I mean, you have some live streams every month, one live stream because I record the waves, so it takes some time to confirm the wave, everything. So only one per month. But I'm really going into the details, going to show the smaller wave kind of everything, so you can get this. It's interesting, more opinion to learn Elliott waves. You have a beginner course, Elliott wave course. By the way, if you want also for free on the website, you can absolutely join for free. You have the Elliott wave course number 1, 2, and 3 part 1 for free on the website. So if you want to learn Elliott wave, really feel free. Then you have all the Exocharts course, some bonus content, some one-to-one sessions, all stuff like that. So if you want, clearly, feel free to make an account that event for free. I absolutely don't care, you whatever you want, okay? But yeah, so here, all depends on the context while approaching the level. But if we push high here, this is a possible resistance, okay? If we push high here, as you can see, we have 3 levels at the same place. So here it's a bit of a bigger zone of resistance where you can more likely expect to get something, because one level only is not the best. When you have more than one level, so 2, 3, 4 levels, it becomes a big zone of resistance, okay? So here we have the value area low of the top here, okay? Plus the daily naked path control and a naked session path control. As always, how do you find this level? You have to go on Exocharts. For example, you have the daily naked path control here where you can get so all these naked lines right here. For example, the one right here, this is a daily naked path control. You can see here this naked line, okay? You can get the weekly ones, you can get the TPOs also like this. For example, here you have a TPO, the confluence a bit high here, okay? You can get also the sessions, extremely important here, this by the way, where you have all the naked lines like this. I give you the naked sessions path control. I'm gonna go, by the way, go back on the 5 minute here and add these net longs and shorts. Perfect. So this is how we can get these levels, okay? And as always, you have this on the website. You can download the templates right here. You just have to go in the course Exocharts part here, and you have the download button here clearly, okay? So you can get the templates if you want to. Now, if you push higher than this, okay, we just have to look for the TPO plus the possible path control. And if you really start to get acceptance above this, as you can see here, there are no real big resistance. So what do we have to look for if we have to push higher than this? We just have to look for a possible swing 30 pound of the top, so to speak. Just take the high and move it down directly. Once we take the high to trade swing 30 pound, we just want to get on the order flow, okay? So two different ways to trade out. You just wait, and you're really aggressive. You just wait for the shorts to open here, or you just wait for the market to change. So we do before it's low, high, low, high, low, everything. Then you have also the high. You just wait for the market to change, so to speak, to do a low, and a high, low, high. You want to get this market to change for less aggressive traders. Otherwise, you just wait for person one doing. It's a lot more risky, but when you know what you're looking at, what you're looking for, you can you can be aggressive. Okay, so for example here, just take the high, and then you just want a lot of shorts opening here to trade a good swing failure pattern. Okay, so if there are no any shorts again coming here, we just have to look for the next target. What is the next target? So of course, if we take a bit the high here, we can go a bit higher, fail to push higher. So just got to get a big weakness here to push higher, and then get new shorts opening to reverse the price. Why we will do that? Simply because we have the 120 extension of the Z wave a bit higher. Okay, just above the top we have done. So swing failure pattern, or just fail to push higher and then get new shorts to reverse the price. Okay, this is on the top what we can expect here. And if there are no any shorts coming in here, any bearish action, we have to look towards minimum the next target, that is the naked session path control right here. If we start to get acceptance above that, so to speak, we just flip this to resist, to support, and or just break through and just continue to push higher. We don't have to look towards next targets. For now, I'm going to stop with these targets here. I'm not going to go high, but if we push higher, we have, you know, the 618, 66% retracement from the very bottom here to the very top right there. 618, 66%. We have more chance to go to the 66%. Why? Because we have a daily naked path control plus a TPO plus a naked session path control, and a naked session also path control a bit higher. So that's why you have more chance to go to the 66 here than the 618 retracement. Okay, and if we push higher, we have some other resistance, but I mean, if we push higher, we are more likely in these waves. Okay, this being impulsive to the upside, so we just have to check out the waves targets. Okay, so now the thing is, if we, for example, start to reject this, okay, we start really to get new shorts, everything here coming in to reject the level, we just have to look for, first of all, the big support and resistance big zone here. This is really a big zone. If we start to get acceptance below again, we just have to look for the weekly, next the daily, next the daily here. Be careful still approaching the bottom, because the daily is already hit, so not the strongest level at all. Okay, we can still expect to get some reactions. For example, that one here have been hit here, we still have a nice possible flip to resistance at the moment, and also a nice bounce of that to give a nice long. Okay, so it can still be respected. All depends on the waves we're going to confirm to the downside here. Okay, but daily with a naked session path control, not the strongest support here, but still a bit of support. So all depends on the data we're going to get here. If we start to get acceptance below that, we of course have the 618, 66% retracement from the very top right here, to the very bottom, from the very bottom to the very top. It depends on the way if you reverse with your tool, but 618, 66%, that will match, for example, with the swing failure pounds the low. So we just take the low and move it up. For example, we have a bit of confluence with this, a value area high of the full range before. Not the best confluence, but still a possible zone, okay, to be aware of. If we start to get acceptance below, naked session path control alone, not the best one. So if we start to go more down, TPO plus a daily, and again, if we start to get acceptance below that, weekly level a bit below. Okay, I'm not going to go more down, not going to push higher, I mean to look for higher than this. For now, we are just going to cover that, and yeah, just we cover it now with VAPs, for example, if you want to get more details. But yeah, this is already really good, and with this you're going to get some nice trades to take, in my opinion. Okay, already. So yeah, with the wave count, really, that's all. These are all the different possibilities I'm looking for at the moment. Okay, so possible, no, this is not the right one here. ABC flat, okay, possible wedge to the upside here, so a last push to the upside, depending on which resistance we hold. I mean, we reclaim everything here. If we just flip to resistance, for example, what are the invalidations of this impulsive ending here to the upside? Just if we start with the RSI here to break the wave to bottom. On the RSI, we cannot break the wave to bottom, for example, but I mean, if we really start to get acceptance, if we really start to get acceptance below that, okay, so I don't know why this is here, by the way, I'm just going to add this into the XYZ, right? Yes, and this one too, by the way. Right here. If we really start to get acceptance below here, as always, it also have to look like a wedge. If we really start to go more down here like this, does it really look like a wedge next? It can be, of course, it can be a wedge, but it's a really ugly one. So normally it have also to be a bit, it have also to looks like this. If we really start to go more down here, does it really look like a wedge? To speak, I mean, to be honest with you, it was so weird stuff these days, so it will be okay, to be honest. Just the invalidation will be if we start to break the low here on the RSI, to be honest, okay? Now we can stop from here, depends on the ways if we reclaim or not the daily here. And yes, so possible wedge here to the upside, possible just WXY something like this with a possible ABC flat in the B wave or in the super bullish wave 1, 2 here. Okay, so again, we can, these are all the targets clearly. Oops. For, oh my god, why you cannot control the here? Anyway, B wave first target here. Why I cannot control the, whatever is happening? Anyway, so first B wave here, then turret here, then C wave turret to speak, because this is C turret here, 618, 120 extension, 123, 161 here, all the turrets for this. It will be in that case a B wave or the super bullish scenario right here, where we will be in a wave 2. If you really start to go more down, you can still be in this. Otherwise, we have done this here, and if we really start to push higher from here, literally rocket, we are in a wave 1, okay? In a wave 2 and 3, 4, 5, and push it higher. Now, only time have the answer. Oh yeah, I cannot control it, I don't know why. Only time, oh my god, this is crazy. Why I cannot control this? But anyway, only time have the answer clearly for this. So now, yeah, we don't have to remain patient clearly and see which one plays out. And this is why I feel a short here, because I'm just playing with the different scenarios. With the resistance we plan, with the support we plan. What's happening? Okay, we start to reclaim, as you can see here. Cool, cool, cool. Now it can be just to trap some few longs, so it have ready to push high to get acceptance above. You can see here millions right here. No absorption. Some few shorts, by the way, came in here on the 5 minute. Few shorts here. Yeah, it's better to get more and more than this, because here, what we got here in the volume and all this stuff. 1 minute here. Yes, okay. Yeah, now if we start to get some new shorts, for example, opening, okay, already, so we start to see a move to the downside here with new shorts, okay, that can be something to take. Before, problem is we got some few shorts, but also some few longs here, as you can see, so not the best. You really want to see normally only shorts coming on the market to take something. Here we have any shorts coming here, as you can see, we have a bit of longs, nothing crazy, but a big weakness to push up. So now, if we have the new shorts coming here, so as you can see here, for example, we have some shorts opening, an increase of the open interest. If we have a continuation of this, there is a possible move down to right. Okay, it will just to fake the breakout clearly of this level. So really depends which direction we have here. And now the best, of course, if you're trading this, is just to wait for the level to be lost and not flip it into support, because if you have some new shorts now opening, just to flip it to support, get acceptance to push high. It's really complex maybe for you, because you have a lot of information today. I'm not really talking about these different possibilities, all those stuff like this. With the order flow, for example, and with the data, so it may be new, so it may be really complex to understand, but by time, if you still follow everything, you're going to understand everything better. By the way, we have some few questions here. It is done before Ethereum. I'm not reaching out Ethereum, to be honest with you, and I don't know about the Ethereum merge, so I cannot really tell you about this. I hear some few stuff about this, but I'm not really paying attention to that. I don't know when this is, by the way. Below remain bearish, brick your point B could go more lower. A will remain bearish, brick your B. If you're talking about the flats, yes. It depends. The thing is, it depends if we're, for example, in the wave 1 to here, okay, for instance, the wave 2, for example, because if we're in the wave 1 2 and we're going to rocket next, we'll have more chance, for example, if this is super bullish, to stop on the 618, to speak the 618 here, or the 120 extension. Now, if we're not super bullish next, well, we are still bullish, but we can still go to the 123, 161 point here, but in terms of probabilities, we'll have more chance to go to the 618, I mean, to stop on the 618 for in this configuration, or the 120 extension here, so we will not take the lows. Now, of course, with the market structure, it made a lot of sense to take the lows here, stop all the longs, and then get a rise, so to go a bit more down here. Oops. A bit more down here. So it really depends on the waves we're going to get here to the downside, what targets we're going to get with the waves, the context we're approaching the levels, the data we're going to get on this target, everything. Looking swing through pan at the moment. Swing through pan of the daily, I think you're talking about, or maybe a swing through pan of the low, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we got some longs here opening on the, maybe not, by the way, I don't remember what we got here on the very bottom. Nothing crazy here on the very bottom, to be honest with you. Right here on the tier template, nothing crazy, just some fuel coming on the very top. Here we got absorption, by the way, we got absorption here, as you can see, high, low, low. So absorption here. Absorption, the only thing I mean you want next to reverse that are the new longs coming here, so you have the net longs increasing. I mean, you also want to see an increase of the open interest. Now, if you're an aggressive trader, this, for example, could be enough to take a long. But in normally, when you do a swing through pan of a low, like really a nice swing through pan, you reclaim directly with a really strong move to the upside. So with a lot of longs, a lot of volume, a lot of positive delta, a lot of stuff like this, so you can really reclaim everything here. As you can see, for now we are holding the daily as support. So it depends what open next, really. And then 23,447, 23,447 right here. So it's around, yeah, around a bit of a zone support resistance right here. 23. Yeah, that's the law of the chart right here, acting as a resistance, not like support. 20 acting as support. No, this one like, I mean, this one acts as support too. I mean, this is a support resistance. This is like, I mean, 22.6. No, 20, I mean, the first, 23,447 act as support and resistance. This is really a big zone of support and resistance. Now we are highest of support, but if you're below, this is a resistance. Why this act as support and resistance? Because, for example, this is just by watching, checking the chart here, you can see that here it was a resistance. Once we start to get acceptance above, we just flip it into support, Again, we got acceptance below. So for a full week here, this has been a resistance. Then to just break this, boom, quick move to the upside, we just get acceptance higher. Then again, quick move to the downside to break this again. Then again, to break this, quick move, because this is really a big zone here. So if we have to break this, it's a quick move we do. And then as you can see here, again, so well respected, boom, flip to support. So that's why it's a support if we're higher. If we're below, it's a resistance, but not only a support or resistance, by the way. Because yeah, you have all of this support resistance flip, all of this clearly. Oh, this is really a really nice zone here, a really big zone to be aware of. This with the high 2460. Yeah, I think the high right here. And fall below, yeah. Exactly, they just took the high here and went, yeah, just more down next. And that's why this was the first target we applied in the last, not on the YouTube channel, the last update, because yeah, this is something typical. We just stop the shorts, and once we stop at the shorts, we just move it down again. So you just have to refresh your short, and open a new one here to just trade again this. Okay, so to be again in the market. For example, I go stop it out from here after, of course, taking a lot of profit here on the bottom, because I was expecting first of all to push higher. And so next, yeah, I mean, you got stop it out, not a problem, to profit everything, stop loss on trade, no loss possible, and just refresh the trade. So again, you refresh the trade so you can win more money next, because you have more quantity again in your trade, everything. So it's all good clearly now. But yeah, to be honest with you, I mean, yeah, what we are doing now. You know, a bit of everything here. You really want to see the shorts here coming in. Got some few ones at the beginning here, as you can see, but again, we are still at the moment with a daily as support. So the best is to really lose this and keep getting some new shorts here opening to really get a move to the downside here. Otherwise, just a flip to support on the lower time frame of this and just get acceptance to push high. So yeah, I don't know if you have some other questions, by the way. Oh yeah, by the way, already 1 hour we are live, crazy. So if you have some questions, really do not hesitate on Exocharts, the wave count, the plan, whatever you want. I'm really going to focus on Bitcoin. So I'm not going to talk about some other cryptos, but yeah, I'm really going to focus on Bitcoin. So if you have some questions on the account, on Elliott ways, maybe just ask me some questions so I can answer you. And otherwise, we're good for today. We have planned everything here, every single possible wave count. Now we just have to trade the support and the resistance we plan here. So a lot of lines. But again, you just have to zoom in a bit, and you can see step by step. If we start to reclaim this, for example, we can look for the next one. If we start to reclaim this, look for the next one. So top of the chart here with the top right here for the swing £30. And if we start to get acceptance higher, you have the naked session point of control. Before the naked session, of course, swing £30 the top with the 1-to-1 extension of the Z wave. Extremely important. All depends on the direction we're going to get here. If we have nothing bearish here, we normally are going to get a big move to the upside after now. And if we don't have a big move to the upside, it's because we are still in the Z, in the big, less likely expanding ending to the downside here. But again, this is something really less likely. Oh yeah, I forgot I cannot control it here. Anyway, when there is a discount for VIP membership, there are no discount for the VIP membership. There are no discount, but again, you can get, if you join 3 Exocharts months for free. So to speak, this, it's 3 months, it's around 1,000 no, not at all, 100 euros normally. So you can get, if you join as VIP, you can get 3 Exocharts months for free. So speak, use this 3 months for free. So it's pretty nice already. This is a discount, if you can say, the offer in addition to this. And yes, there are only 50 codes, okay, to use with for 50 plays, if you can say now. And yeah, there are already 30 VIPs and a bit more, so not a lot remaining now. And so it's the first the first are gonna get the calls clearly. Okay, but anyway, so but yeah, no discount for VIPs. Sorry about that, but yeah, I'm working like a lot, really a lot to give the best of the best, really give the best levels, the best targets, the best waves, the best stuff. For example, here almost, I mean, almost, for example, here everyone with, I mean, I'm not checking out all, you know, to be honest with you, I'm never checking all the 8 waves on the list, but here it was really interesting to see all the people wave count, because everyone, for example, here was with a wave 1, either wave 2, and then the wave 3 or 5, and only playing with only one single scenario. And here what they saw, it was a 5 waves, a clear 5 waves to the downside, a full 5 waves here. If you just go and check the small wave count, you can see by yourself that it's not a full impulsive to the downside, but it's an ABC. So we have to do another wave down to make a 5 waves to the downside. So that's why I was checking here just to see a bit what they got and what they were thinking about and how they was using this, because I'm never checking that. Why? Because it just disturbs me in my plan. I really don't like to check out all the stuff, because really I have my plan and I don't like to get some other plan. I absolutely don't care about this. And really have my plan and just train my plan. Otherwise it really disturbs me in my plans. I absolutely don't like this. But here, yeah, a lot of wave analysis was, for example, with a wave 1, 2 here to make it, and only with this, you know, so in that case, you will not be in a long, for example, here will not be anything. That's why here you have some different scenarios. You play with different scenarios. You play with Exocharts. You just play with targets. You plan. And in that case, I mean, just to give you an idea, here I feel short. Here I feel, no, not a long here, by the way, but feel long, short. I mean, here, no, by the way, I'm saying shit. Here I didn't got fiber for a week, for 3 days, so I was not able to trade here. But for example, this was a possible short. Why? Because this was a big support resistance flip here, so possible one. I feel the long here, I feel a short here, I feel the long on a lower time frame here, I feel the long here, I feel a short here, I feel another long here. That was also a planetary, but that was on the weekend, so I personally did not feel the long here. That was a planetary at the dollar here, this is brain center also. Possible long here, feel the short on the very top here. No, by the way, wait. No, I feel short a bit later here because I was not really training, or maybe I was, no, I think I didn't feel that one, but here that was a good short reaction. For example, here I was just not training at all here. Here I feared no fear long because I was sleeping, but again the data was good, that was in the plan. Here I fear short. So just you can trade every single highs and lows if you have different possibilities, different wave count, and you just trade directions on the targets you plan. So speak targets, waves targets, or the levels you're looking for clearly. Okay, and if you do this, you're just going to trade every single highs and lows of this market. For example, before the pump here, we longed that, we short it here. I have a screenshot by just to show you on Twitter here how insane this was when you're doing this and not only playing with one single possible scenario, because to play with one single scenario is not the best to do in my opinion. But for example, this is how I traded Bitcoin for the full move to the upside here. Long here, short here, that was I was sleeping, and Maurice was the weekend next, so I did not feel any long. I was just remained in my long from here. Short here on a sub account because I was already short from high. Didn't want to short with the BTC USD pair. Longer again, I just refreshed my trade here. Boom, another new long here, another short here, and another short here on the sub account, another long here on the sub account, and another short here on the very top. So that's why if you play with different scenarios, if you play with the waves probability, if you play with Exocharts, if you play with the levels I gave you and the targets I gave you, I mean, yeah, you can just trade every single highs and lows of this market and you can make so much money. Really, this is insane. So yeah, that's really cool. And yeah, that's why I'm not making any discount, because I'm really here every single day except the weekend and really giving the best of the best to really, yeah, give you all you have to know and the best possible waves. For example, here, I think we was really the only group here to not give only the wave 1, 2 to the downside here, and recognize that was also a bit less likely because the 5 waves down here was not really good. Okay, so anyway, now I'm not saying that I'm the best or whatever. If I have to learn from someone, I'm going to do it, but this is what we have done here, and this is what we have seen this, that a lot of people were just looking for one single scenario and some wrong waves also. But anyway, so yeah, I'm looking for all these waves to place or not, really which one, just going to trade the level and reaction clearly. Well, now we are just again a bit on sideways on this one right now. Don't know what we are doing right here. Absorption on the highs, you can see here, absorption, high, low, high, 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 high. So now the only thing we need to reverse that are the shorts. Okay, only shorts come in here, and we can take a short, for example, just that would be just a fake breakout here and just get a move to the downside. All depend what opened there. And again, if you just want to not trade anything here because for you it's too risky, just wait for more down with a lot of shorts here to lose this really. Otherwise, just wait for we reclaim this and wait for the move to come. And once it's come here, just remain patient and wait for the flip to support, get acceptance to push right in here, you're going to look for. Now the risk of this is, you can control it now, okay, is sometimes not flip to support. I have some nice example by the way for you. Normally it was on the very bottom right here. We got a weekly here. Yeah, it was that one. So for example, here we got a weekly, okay? So I personally feel long below that, but again, you can remain just patient and wait for the flip to support. For example, here we do the move to the downside. Here we spend, for example, here you can see some errors. I mean, maybe some errors here. Yeah, it's a fit, or maybe not, by the way. And maybe an error here before to do the retest. Again, just remain patient, no stress, everything. Just wait for the flip to support. I just feel long here, but I think I'm gonna stop it out with the weakness on the stop loss entry or whatever. I don't remember exactly. But oh no, by the way, I feel two longs here, one here and another one here. I don't know exactly what I did here, but no, what's happening? Normally, yeah, I feel long, I don't remember exactly, but you can be aggressive and take a long here, or you just have to wait for the level to be reclaimed, flip it to support, and once you have done this, you just want to get the longs to open. If there are longs opening, this is a long to take, and you just have to enjoy the trend to the upside next. Here, if you're not aggressive, again, it's exactly what you have to do here. Just wait for the level to be reclaimed and flip it into support. Now again, are we going to flip it to support or not? This is something we cannot predict clearly, except with the wave count. Don't know by the way what we have here at the moment to the upside in the 1 minute. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. Oh, we have a possible flaw, something inside here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possible. Correction and possible 5 ways. So A, B, C. Or, oh shit, I cannot control it. That's like a lot. Don't know why. Anyway. Yeah, there are some possible stuff here. So ABC in that case to go more down. 1, 2, what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not the best because we don't have any divergence on the, oh yes, here, that's better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, and 5 here. Okay, why not? Yeah, this can be some possible 5 ways here, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, or 5 here. But in the case next, the problem is, and this is the 1 minute, that's why you really have to trade directions, the levels, because here it can be an A, B, C. So correction to go more down. Oh yeah, I cannot control it. I forget all the time. I tweeted to do that. So an ABC here to go more down. Or it can be a way, for example, 1, 2. We're going to go a bit more down here to do an A, B, C flat, for example. Right here. And if this is 5 ways, these are 5 ways to it, can be also an A, B, C to fake the reclaim of the daily, and then just get acceptance to go more down, because 5 ways flat inside, by the way, it will be a bit below here, and then get another rise. That's why you never have most of the time only one possibility. Okay, you have some most probable stuff, less probable stuff, but again on the 1 minute, I mean, the waves, I mean, in the, how can you check the smaller wave inside here? It's impossible. So you just guess because you see, for example, on 5 ways, and you use it to a bit to see this, but you cannot say 100% this is, we're in this, and we're going to do that. Impossible. But that's why really here directions are going to be extremely important. So it's C ending or the end. It can be C ending like this, or it can be the end in, for example, if for example here, that's why I feel short here. If for example we have done a triple wave truncated here, so a triple wave like this truncated right here, triple wave truncated here, and that was in that case a 5 ways impulsive and not an ABC zigzag, and so that was the C wave top and the Z wave top, and now we're going to drop. That's why I played a short here, because, and I cannot control the again, I don't know why. Yeah, because I play with different scenarios clearly. So now only time has the answer if the top is in or not clearly. If we have a 5 ways impulsive now to the downside, we are definitely done with the top. Not fully done with the top possibly, because why? There is also this possible flat, okay, in the B wave, or B wave here of this A, B, C, or of this bullish scenario, wave 1, wave 2, and then get a big rise. That's why, are we done with the top or not? It's impossible to say this with the old waves, okay? It really depends on the ways we're going to get here to the downside. And even as you can see here, if we have 5 ways to the downside, it can be just simply for the ABC flat, because in a C wave of a flat, I have a 5 ways impulsive. That's why I placed a short here. I took profit. I have my stop loss entry. Now, if we dump more, this is just even more profit. If we don't, I'm going of course to look for longs, everything on target plan below. I'm going just to trade direction on these levels, because yeah, the situation at the moment we're in is really insane. Really, as I said before, in 5 years of using Elliott waves, almost 5 years or 5 years, I don't remember exactly, but anyway, I had never seen this before. Really, the amount of possible scenarios you have here is insane. Really, is insane. The amount of possibilities this tough give here on the chart is really insane. Really, this is insane. So that's why here I'm really training the directions, training the different possibilities, and yeah, just to see which way we confirm next clearly. I just want to place this back here, by the way. Perfect. So yeah, by the way, the wave 3 can be first ABC, but if right now it's wave 4, okay, not looking like ABC. The wave 2 and 4 can be a double XY instead of an ABC. Okay, it have more chance again to be an ABC zigzag, but it's not a must to get an ABC zigzag. If we have a double XY in the wave 4, in the wave 2, it's okay. Now in the wave 1, 3, and 5, we have to get an ABC zigzag. So ABC like this, 5 ways, correction 5 ways. Here again, there is a possible full 5 ways or a possible ABC zigzag here to the upside. So ABC zigzag here, 5 ways, correction 5 ways, or full 5 ways to the upside. Okay. So, but in the wave 4 and 2, we do not need necessary to get an ABC zigzag. We can get a double XY, for example. It's absolutely fine. But yeah, and the thing is that, I mean, even here on the lower time frame, the top we have done here is really insane, because that can be, for example, a wave 1, 2, another wave 1, 2 here to make a wave 3 or 5 to the downside. Problem is, a small wave here really, I mean, the wave we're doing at the moment are really terribly bad. Now, really, this is insane how bad these waves are at the moment. This is, but yeah, this is really crazy. I mean, there are some VIPs joining these days, and really congrats to you, because if you want to learn Elliott wave now, you I mean, this can be good, to be honest, because you're going to learn hard, really hard and hard and hard with all the different possibilities, everything. So you're going to be like, what the fuck is this? You're going to learn really a hard way to learn Elliott waves, and next, when the market is going to become, I mean, we're going to get the next wave to confirm that, it's going to become a lot more easier to understand. So of course, it's going to be, you're going to learn really hard with an hard wave, we can say that, and then it's gonna be easy. So it can be good also. But really, congrats to you if you learn Elliott wave now, because this is not the best moment at all. Really, this is insane, really insane. Yes, that's why I never try to learn also the breakout like this. Okay, for example, I did a video where I have a friend that gave me an, I have a friend, I have a friend that gave me an account with $100 on it, and I did a video for VIPs to see how I was trading. For example, I traded before here, before the big pump here, I just feel a scalp short here. For example, if you go on the 3 minutes, you have a bit of a move to the downside, a quick move to the downside here. For example, I've shorted this, then we did a massive move to the upside. I never, ever going to long anything here. Why? Because we can do this, for example. You will long here, you will just be trapped, and then you will get a move to the downside. You could push half, of course, but personally, I don't care. The long was to take on the daily below here and nothing else. Okay, nothing else. Or maybe here, because maybe for you was more looking for higher prices, but here was also looking for this possible wave 4 and 5, so ABC and big rise, or wave 4 and 5, so another wave down. So that's why here to jump in the middle of the move, it was just on the bottom or nothing for me personally. But here, for example, I feel the long around there, because I recognize that this was still bullish here. We will push higher, so I feel the long here, and all the way up here, I feel some scalp short everywhere, and I grow, for example, I grow the account from $120 to, it's not a lot because it's a small account, but to 150. If, for example, now you take a $1,000 account, you will make $300 in an hour. If you make now, if you, for example, take a $12,000 account, you make $3,000 in 1 hour, a bit more, 1 hour and 40 minutes. So yeah, that's why smaller the capital is, the wallet is, more complex is to increase the wallet, because I was trading really with not 100 leverage, because I was too big for this kind of stuff and this kind of move, but I was trading with X50 and 50% of the whole wallet and 50% maximum of the whole wallet. So it was pretty big already, and I didn't want it to open to do more. For example, I shorted this, I was still in the long here, shorted this and shorted this top here to try to move to the downside here. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Okay, and then I did this for VIPs to see a bit where and how, and to read the order flow really, and so they can really see where I'm taking my trades based on what reactions and everything. So it's a 1 hour and 40 minutes video for them, so you can see also how I'm trading clearly. And by the way, we did a nice move to the downside here. Don't know if it was a short opening here. Yeah, just absorption on the highs. Now, if we keep getting some new longs and no rejection, we're going to push higher. If we, again, we have some shorts here coming, but again, it's just in one week here in the one place, so this is not good. For example, this, for example, is what we have done at the very top of the move. What we have done at the very top of the move, although that was here at the beginning of the live stream. On the very top of the move here, for example, when you have too much trade opening at the exact same place, so this is, for example, here we have here in this candle right there, we have 2.4 million new longs opening here. Before you have some few ones, you can see here, but before you have nothing. When you have too much opening at the same place like this, you're going most of the time to reverse a bit to trap these longs, or you're going if these are short to reverse a bit next. So these are not really good to get only at one place. You want to get really, for example, this you want to get small, a small following increase of the net shorts like this, increase of the net shorts, or increase of the open trade like this, to really confirm that we are going in this trend. Here, when it's too much like this is most of the time, not all the time of course, because sometimes we just, because of the context and everything, but most of the time, generally speaking, these are going to be trapped trades. Now it depends if we have again a continuation of the shorts or not. If we have a continuation such as, small increase of the net short and small following increase of the open trades here, it's gonna get a continuation, gonna end with a continuation. If we don't have this, this was just not a good short to take because the data was not following clearly. Yeah, I did the live session yesterday on not on the Discord server with VIPs, but on another Discord server, as I was saying here. And yeah, we was looking for a short on the very top. I said to people, I'm not looking at all for any long here, I'm just looking for shorts. And the thing is, we can look for shorts here. Do we have any good data for short here? Not at all. We have some troubled longs here. We can look, in that case, if we start to come back here, we just have to look for shorts next to open. Otherwise, we take the high or swing 3 pounds high. There is no shorts anymore coming in, just push high. But here we just went into where all the troubled longs was, so they can close their positions without any loss, okay? And once this happened, you just have the new short opening to just dump the market. And this was where we were looking for a short here. But yeah, that was pretty insane, to be honest with you. Really nice. But yeah, as always, if you want to get this Exochart stuff for free, okay, you just have to go on the Discord server, on the website here, and come as VIPs. There are already 30 VIPs at the moment in the group, a bit more. So only 20 VIP gonna get more, gonna get the 3 Exocharts month for free. 3 months is pretty insane. So if you want to get this, really feel free to have the website in the description. And if you want to join a cool Discord server where you can ask some questions, see my wave count. I'm not posting a lot, in the Bitcoin TA, but for example, I'm showing you the different scenarios here. For example, here WXY and Z, a big rise here, or this stuff right here. So again, not one single scenario. We play with different scenarios and we trade the probabilities and the targets. The targets we plan to the downside. Okay. For example, here on the very bottom, here on the example bottom here, we got the weekly level, and this was a long to take in any case because we could push high here. Recognize that. Okay, so that's why you can get some updates. Otherwise, you just have everything in my videos. Okay, so I'm just putting this here. You can post your profit, talk with me, talk with everyone clearly. So yeah, feel free. You want to join, you can make this, and here you have all the VIP channel, apprentice too. Everything, please. You can do 1, 2, 3. If you want to join, feel free. Everything is in the description. But yes, El Tario is a VIP. That's why you know a bit how we trade that yesterday. When you're a VIP, you don't need discount, homie. Yeah, that's right, to be honest, because maybe like it's a lot for. I think for a lot of people, 100, because the VIP is 150 euros. It's not those euros, because I'm French. But the thing is, when you see that, for example, that's why I did a video to social to VIPs, that you can make like a lot of money. Not easy, because it's not easy to learn everything here. To learn, for example, in order flow, to learn the tier template, to learn Exochart, to learn 8 waves, you have to make your own experience with this. But after 5, for example, years of experience with this, to trade every single days, and maybe not for 5 years every single day, but you use 8 wave everything. I just increased the $120 account to 150 in an hour. This is not huge for this kind of account, because we could get some, because also the context, we're doing a quick move to the upside, just associate some scalp. It was just some really scalp trades here with only some $100 move. Imagine if you do that with some string trades, everything. And imagine just if you do this with a 12,000 account, you can make in an hour $3,000. So the thing is, what is in that case 150 euros? It's nothing if you just spend $1 every single day to just trade, for example, the New York session. If you just trade the New York session, for example, this is where you're going to get the biggest move on the market most of the time. Not every time, but most of the time. For example, here, this is where we have done the pump and dump, swing for everything here on the top, where we feel the short, where we got the trap long everything, and where we have done next move to the downside. Here again, this is where in the New York session, as you can see here, we have done the big move to the upside here, and where I feel my long and short. You just have to wait for the best session to come. So New York most of the time. Okay, that's why we are really happy when New York is back, because we have some really nice good trades to take here. And you just have to spend maybe 1-2 hours in these sessions, so not every single day, because sometimes, of course, you have some example before. Here, even here, for example, got a nice move, but for example, here again, got a nice move. Here again, a nice move. Here, for example, we got a nice move again, crazy. Normally you have some I mean sometimes where this is not really, you're a bit range bound, but this is really rare. As you can see here, most of the every single new session got some crazy moves. That's why here this explains this pump and dump we're doing at the moment, and this is not like manipulation or whatever. This is just because this is how you make money on the market. There is no any manipulation. For example here, this is not like the quick move to the upside thing. This is not manipulation. This is because that was a New York session, and because the wave count was looking for higher, because we got a 5 ways here to the upside. Once we have done this, we got some trapped longs here on the very top, so just come back, I mean, to just top these longs, so the longs can close the trades in profit, I mean, profit with no loss, clearly. And once we have done this, just move it down. There is no any manipulation or whatever. I mean, it's a bit off, to be honest, but when you understand this logic on the market, I mean, you can do, you just have to follow this clean. You can make so much more. That really is insane. So you take time to learn this. You're not going to be profitable in 1 month or 2, but at the end, you only say you can make $3,000 in an hour. I mean, yeah, this is just insane, really. Imagine if you do this every single day, except on the weekend. You have 5 days a week. You do 3,000 5 days a week. Okay, only in 1 hour in your day. This is insane. Really, this is absolutely insane. You can make so much money. Of course, you're going to take some loss. For example, what I didn't say, by the way, not here, but in the move to the upside here, in the quick move to the upside here, I took a loss and I refunded next. As you can see, I grow the $120 to $150, still with a loss. X50 leverage, a really small loss, and every trader are going to take some loss. And this could be also something to avoid, because I just did not wait it for enough data to come. Because, for example, here, I don't know if I can show it out, because the 1 minute here will not load that much. Oh no, okay, we can. For example, it was here. Okay, it was right here where I feared a short and I got stopped. It was just right before to get a move to the downside, so I feared another short next. But here, for example, what we got here, while breaking the high, we got absorption with a lot of longs here opening. As you can see, we got a lot of longs here. We have some millions here, as you can see, coming on the market to try to long the breakout. So most of the time when you have this, you just reverse. Okay, now how to trade this a safest way is just to wait for this yes, right here, to just wait for this, all of these token imbalances, all of these big millions here to be lost. And once these millions are lost, you're going to just wait for new short to open, and this is a short to take. Did I waited for that? No, I was just too aggressive, and so this is just, yeah, it's just me. I didn't wait for that. But again, stop loss above the wick here, so I mean, this is not a crazy loss at all. And then again, boom, you refund the loss clear here, and again you have also a big move to the down. I mean, a big move. You have also a bigger move to the downside here. So again, you just refund the loss clear. Just one loss in all the traffic here. You still increase your wallet clearly, and you absolutely fine to take the loss. You're absolutely fine. The trader is going to tell you, hey, I win every single of my trades. Just do not follow him, because this is impossible. This is impossible in 5 years or whatever. This is impossible to not take any loss. Impossible. 3 after a day trading session, multiple. Oh yeah, exactly. People in all the paid groups leave you to fend for yourself when price at a level. Moonshot gives the available data. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this is something I'm also doing like Riam. That's why I also wanted €50 because I'm read every single day here. Less yesterday, because I was on the other Discord server to share my knowledge. But normally every single days I'm here, except on the weekends. Really, for example, when we are approaching a level, I'm letting you know what data you need to trade the level. For example, if you have a lot of longs here to trade to open a short, we just want to get absorption or a big demand to reverse. And if we have absorption, we want to get the short snake opening. And once we have the shorts opening here, we can take a short. Otherwise, let's go higher to the next level. And if we are coming on into the next level here with a big weakness, for example, here, when we say just, hey, we just need the shorts here to open. If there are no shorts, just push higher. Simple as that. So you can also make your own experience with that and see the data you can get all the time with a different approach of the level. And of course, you have some different level approach. For example, you can just exact touch retrace. You can just push high and lose this. You can just push high and fake the pump, just dump from here. There are some different level approaches that I'm teaching to you, so you can really master these levels clearly and just trade every single highs and lows. It just makes so much money. Really is insane. But anyway, you can ask question about flow process in real time, no high. Yeah, exactly. By the way, you can also ask, I mean, yeah, there is a question channel for VIPs here. For example, there is a question channel here. A member that was asking me, for example, here, if you're a short, for example, on the very top here, right there, by the way, we got the good data for a short, but why this did not play? So I gave him an answer here, because sometimes you have the data, but this is still not following. Why? Because this was not a major resistance. For example, if you wanted to show here, this was still a bit of a zone of resistance here. Why? Because you got the value area high, path control, 7x6 retracement. This was a good resistance, but the problem is here, and you can see here there is just a so small move to the down, small move to the downside here. So the best here will be to just wait for more to come, or to wait, because to be aggressive you really have to wait for the levels to be hit. Like really to be aggressive on the market, you really have to wait for the highest probability levels to be hit. If you wait for this, you can be aggressive. Otherwise, to be aggressive, for example, between everything here, so this was still a good zone of resistance, but the problem is with the wave, for example, that was something, another stuff to expect, for example. That's why a lot of wave is important too. But yeah, to be too aggressive like this on this kind of move, I personally want to see a bit more of continuation. For example, if you watch at the tier template here, also you have a reversal candle, so it's right there. No, it's not here. It's before here, for example, where it is. It was here. You have a reversal candle here, but again, you want to see a continuation of this next to retake a short. Personally, I'm not trading only these two candles like this. I'm really waiting for a bit more to come. So that's why clearly, okay. Yeah, I'm just answering question, and sometimes also making videos. For example, if you I don't know, if you don't understand something, it's maybe too complex to explain only with text, I'm just going to make a video. And even if you have some question on the course, I'm going to make some videos. This can make some questions well for everyone, so it's good, Kelly. But anyway, so that's all for today, really. I don't know if you have some more questions on the account, on everything. Let me know in the chat. Otherwise, we are good for today, and yeah, we're just going to end this. Questions on everything. But yeah, if we start to really drop from here, it's more likely to the wave done right here, okay, or the ABC flat right here, okay, right here, this one, because in the sea we also have high waves, so still be aware of that. We cannot directly drop, we can still do another push upside. It's not the more likely, but we still did a very, very nice B wave 123, so still be aware of that one, okay. Yeah, that's right. The mini videos are fire. Yeah, because every morning with the APs I'm live to update with them the chart, to teach you all the flow, to see a bit how to trade. For example, this morning I just did what I did here, and on every single bottom and top where you can find some trades. Not all the scalps, for example, the main starts here. For example, I explained how to trade this, how to trade the low before, how to trade the high here, how to trade the low here, how to trade the high here. Every single day I'm with you live to re-update everything, to show you and to teach you the order flow, to teach you everything. And in addition to the live stream, before to make the live stream, you have a short version, so between 5-10 minutes, to make your plan of the day. I'm just giving you my levels, the new waves, or the waves that have been configured, for example, everything, so you can plan your day and just trade everything with me next, because I'm here, of course, all the day. Not every single day, I'm not trading every single day, but most of the day I'm here to also take some trades with you. I'm not saying I'm in or whatever, I'm just letting you know the data you want to get. So it's a more signal, because you don't have to read the data here on the market. So yeah, but anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to make really the something that can really be the best for you, so you can really master the chart next. Really, the best course you can get on Elliott waves, on Exocharts, and the best services, clearly, if you can say that. So yeah, don't forget that I mean, that's all, because there are no other questions coming. But if you want to get 3 Exocharts months for free, okay, so to get this kind of stuff with all my templates, everything, to know clearly how to use it, because if you're a VIP next, you're going, of course, you're going to be here every single day to teach you this. But you're going to get 3 Exocharts months for free. So normally it's about €100 for me, normally in France, depending on the country, I think. So €100 for 3 months, and you pay €150 for the VIP. So you can get 1 month of VIP plus 3 months of Exocharts for free, so it's pretty nice, to be honest. But anyway, so if you want to get 3 months, you have the tweet here. You can go by it on my Twitter, but you don't have to go on the moonshots.ether website, and you get everything to join us as VIP or not, even as free members. I mean, at public, you can absolutely too. You have also some free course on the website. But if you want to follow me to get some more updates, to be aware of everything with the community, you can just go and watch, just follow me on Twitter here, okay, moonshots_ here, don't forget this underscore right there. And if you want to get some more information, be aware of a bit more everything here, new videos, some more different possibilities. Maybe sometime going to post some few stuff here. For example, if we did not plan something in an update, I'm going to post this here in the Bitcoin tier right here, community tier. So some of you are posting some interesting chart here, really interesting chart here, so we can post your few stuff, and you can just talk with me and everyone here in the Discord server. Big community, big community. We're 300 here, so not big, but big family here. Absolutely love this Discord server, pretty insane. Yeah, absolutely love this. So if you want to join, feel free, clearly. The link is just right below in the description. So anyway, have all a brilliant day, take care of you, and now we just have to wait and see which scenario plays out really by trading all the targets I gave you. So anyway, that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, to turn on notifications, to make some comments down below after if you're watching this later, to subscribe to the channel. And yeah, see you in the next one. Cheers.